Hi, this is going to be my Chapter 4 demonstrating video. The reason why demonstrating is important is because it shows our students how to use certain materials, techniques, tools, equipment. And that is so important in early childhood education in music. A lot of what we do in a music classroom is demonstrating. Our students use a lot of echoing, where I might sing do, re, mi, and they'd sing that back to me. So echoing is where it's like a call and response. That's a form of demonstration, but it's orally instead of physically. Um, I also like demonstrating because students might demonstrate beat patterns, which is where we might follow the beat using a beat motion like 1, 2, 3, 4. It helps develop their motor skills, but it also they can demonstrate beat patterns by following my motion. So they're mimicking what they see. I really enjoy that. Let's see. I highlighted right here. When children have reached a point in doing something or using something, when support or encouragement will assist with success or perseverance. So I think that for me, when I was younger, sometimes I would get a little bit of anxiety, or I would be very unsure. Okay, am I holding my instrument correctly? Am I doing this correctly? I've been showed this, but I'm not really clear on the concept. And when we demonstrate, we are helping assist with success and perseverance. So we're giving them the confidence and the know-how. We're reestablishing those concepts. Something else the book addressed right here. Demonstrations can also support children's artistic development as adults show children how to use specific art, tool, skills, and techniques. I love that because a lot of what we do in music class is demonstrating artistic development, where we are encouraging artistic development. I think my male person's here. So, whenever we use specific art tools, skills, and techniques, like I already mentioned before, it might be singing where they're echoing my voice, they're following my beat motions. But towards the third and fourth grade, we start to use things like recorders. I know that's a bane of a lot of parents' existence, but the recorder is a tool that we use to help students develop controlled breathing. So breathing through an instrument, those are actually skills that are much different from how you would normally breathe. And the recorder, which is our artistic tool, okay, we're going to use that tool and demonstrate how to play it, like holding our fingers correctly, what to do with our mouth on the instrument, which is embouchure. Sorry, my male person. So using specific tools like the recorder is a great way for us to demonstrate those types of skills to play an instrument, especially early on, like I just said, in third and fourth grade. This book is awesome. Let's see. I think that's all I really highlighted from the chapter, things that I specifically enjoyed. Okay, yeah, that's all I wanted to touch on from the chapter. But I love demonstrating. Like I said, it's a huge part of what we do in early childhood education in the music classroom. So much of the mimicking, the echoing, the call and response, so important. We're teaching students how to be tuneful, beatful, and artful, but through demonstration and mimic. Artful is another thing I wanted to touch on. Talking about developing and demonstrating their artistic expression. You know, students aren't just born with the ability to understand music as far as form and expression. So whenever you see a dancer move, like in ballet, to the music, that's a way that they're demonstrating form and expression in the music. They're dancing with the music and they're showing you how something sounds. And we do that in music as early as kindergarten. So how I would apply this in a classroom is I would demonstrate in the music maybe the music sounds like do, re, mi, and maybe we can move like do, re, mi. We can move to show how the music sounds. And they might try demonstrating on their own, like my motions, or they might try and make up their own motions. So just food for thought on how this would apply to what I would do in my classroom. So again, with the music, I'm going to demonstrate to you how to assemble a clarinet. So the book talks about using clear, concise language while going an easy to follow step by step. So a clarinet, okay, let me show you, has many pieces. As you can see right here, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's got 5 main pieces. We're going to start with this piece right here. This is called the bell, okay, and it goes on the very bottom. The reason why we're starting with the bell is because it goes on the bottom, okay? 5th graders would be learning how to assemble an instrument like this. That's when I learned how to play clarinet. So I would first start with the bell, okay, because this goes on the bottom. We're building the foundation of our instrument. So we're going to build the foundation, start on the bottom. Excuse me. So now that I have the bell out, I'm going to set it down in front of me or hold it in my left hand. And I'm going to grab the lower joint or the long joint. It's this big long joint right here. This connects to the bell. So take the bell in your left hand like this. Take the lower joint. We're going to build on our foundation. Press it into the bell and twist. Okay, we're going to twist so we don't scrunch up that cork right there. So twist the lower joint or the long joint, see how it's long, into the bell. Twist. Then we will take the upper joint right here. The upper joint is a lot shorter than our lower joint. Okay, see how much shorter it is? So if you ever get confused on which joint goes on the very bottom, it's this one right here, the long one. So we're building our foundation from the ground up. Bell, long, lower, upper joint. So take the upper joint. We're going to connect our bridges, okay? Going to connect our bridges. Take the instrument. We're going to twist into place. So remember, we don't crush our cork and we connect the bridges. We're connecting the bridges right there. The bridge has been connected. So now we've started from the bottom. We went to our bell, lower joint, long joint, the upper joint by connecting our bridge. Now we take the barrel. The barrel doesn't have any cork and it's really small. We're going to connect it to our upper joint by twisting in place. So our barrel connects to the upper joint by twisting in place. Now we take our mouthpiece. This is where we connect the mouth to make sound. Our mouthpiece, or the top of the Christmas tree, how it's kind of a triangle, we twist that in place. To know where it goes in place, put the flat side on the bare side. The flat side of the mouthpiece goes on the empty side of the instrument. Flat side to empty side. So just to review, we have the bell, which is our foundation, and we keep building on our house by putting on our lower joint, the long joint, twisting in place. The upper joint connects to the long joint by connecting our pretty little bridge. Then we twist on our barrel. We can consider this to be the attic. And then we add our rooftop, our Christmas tree, our triangle, where the flat side meets the bare side, the empty side. And that is how you put together an instrument, more specifically a clarinet. Thank you. I hope you guys have a nice week.